Good afternoon. We are playing Cattle and Crops. I've just been checking out Farm Simulator 2022. Not very impressed. Some of those screenshots basically are pretty much saying this is going to be the same old crap as they've been putting out for all this time. And they're still doing what they normally do by stealing freaking ideas from the modders and actually pulling it into their original game. Well, no, because the modders are using the framework of the game that they've been supplied. They've been working on seasons for 4 years now, but the original seasons came from a modder. But yeah, I'm looking at it, and I'm thinking about buying it at the end of the year just to have the next version of it. I'm not going, like I said, I'm not going to go out and buy Farm Simulator every incarnation of it until I see something that actually interests me in the game, that isn't something that I previously had or modded on, which this one I'm probably going to get at the end of the year, and we'll do some Farm Simulator at the end of the year. But like, it's still not impressing me, and when I do get hold of it, I'm buying 2 copies, one for me and my wife, and we'll probably do a bit of Farm Simulating together. But when I actually do get it, I'm going to give it a freaking review of my opinion of what it's like, and if it's still got flat ground, then it's not going to be pretty. Right, now back to what we're doing today. What am I doing? Here we go. We are getting. We need. Seed drill. We'll rent that for 4 hours. 4 hours. That's gonna ping off so many times now. Somebody's talking to me about work or offering me a job, hopefully, with a bit of luck. Anyway, 5 hours rent. Right, let's go grab that from the shop. Right, yeah, let's go grab that from the shop. Right, let's go. I did say we'll play 2 hours of this today, and then I'm going to switch. After that, I'm going to switch straight over to some more Dyson Sphere program after this. Wow, that's going a bit quick. We'll behave ourselves today. Normally I just go straight out. I stopped and looked. Normally I just fly straight out of my farm. I don't care whether there's cars coming or not. It's a simulator. Like here, it's just mud tracks, so it should be just my land, even though I don't hold those fields. But yeah, definitely thinking about it. I'm hoping they release some more trailers. I was looking at Daggerwind. As much as I stopped watching his videos. I don't know. I think he started to irritate me after a while. Yeah, yeah. Sorry, but he did. Some of the stuff he was doing was not. Yeah, it started to annoy me, so I stopped watching. And he seems to be the one who's got hold of Farm Simulator's press release packaging stuff. Come on, not connecting? Yes, you are. So where I'm gonna keep an eye on that. As the year unfolds, I'm going to keep an eye on that Farm Simulator and see how it's going. There is a few other things that I'm keeping an eye on as well, like the Medieval Farmer. That's something that's kind of okay. Okay, I went too far. Wow, that must be difficult to actually do that in real life. You can't see past that freaking hopper at all. Okay, right. Let's hang on. The heck's going on here? Get up. Thank you. Right, we're going to set this up for the worker to do. The worker's going to do this. Stuff. Tasks. Task will be field work, employee, driver, you, vehicle, this one. Implement and seed, save, field 22. Hi Daz, how you doing? I had a look at yeah, I've just had my rant, and it's aimed at Giant again. It's yeah. Yeah, not impressed. Not impressed at all. That the screenshots I've just seen for hang on, the screenshots, was it barley or rye? Barley or rye? Can't remember which seed I need. Let me check that first. Yeah, the screenshots are showing flat land, and oh god, they're never going to change, are they? It's never going to get any better. Rye, we need rye. I think rye is the one that's coming up. It's coming up the most, is it? Oh, hang on, selling wheat, barley, wheat. Okay, so hang on, straw, yeah, alright, I guess we'll lose wheat then. I've got plenty of wheat. Yeah, I was looking at the screenshots of that freaking game, that Farm Simulator 2022. Oh man, I wish they'd actually listen to the community and actually produce a game that isn't the same as the last one. I'm glad I didn't buy 19 now, because now I can buy 2022 without freaking saying, without it. Well, yeah, it's the same game as the last one, because, like, I didn't get the last one. Wheat seeds. Actually, can't I get wheat seeds from my own? Hang on. Type of from tank. Type of seeds from, oh, pallet usage. Grain seeds. Oh, pallet 1. So I won't need to do that. Alright, I think that's everything. We're buying that. We actually don't have any. Save. Okay. Huh, so you can get real dirt mods? Ha. Okay. They're gonna steal it. Giant will steal it. Eventually, a mod. This is how it's. No, this is what's going to happen, and it's happened to every freaking incantation of Giant's software. Somebody came up with a mod called Seasons. I think it was 2014. In 2019, it was actually implemented into the game. Right? And they've worked on it since. This incantation they've stolen. Someone brought into their game a building called a manufacturing building, where you could take your wheat to this building. It turned it into flour, and then you transported it somewhere else. They've stole that and implemented it into their game for this one.
I think the Giant was getting a lot of trouble for that. But that is basically stealing
ideas from the community. Yeah, it is.
No, it's not just that. It's copyright infringement.
Well, no, because it's a mod. It's still there. They still own the.
Registered to another company.
No, it's, well, kind of and kind of not. They're still using the platform of that game.
If they didn't write the game and they don't own it, it's stealing. It's a theft.
Yeah, in my opinion, it is. In most opinions, it is. But the way they'll look at it is, we built this game. You've altered it. We maintain copyright of the actual game. So that's how they'll look at it. I know it's a technicality and everything, but that's how they'll look at it.
Theft is theft, no matter how technical it gets.
But yeah, so if they're gonna do the mod, if the mod's there for the dirt, they're probably gonna change. They're gonna probably implement it in through a mod, which I don't really care how they do it, but I'd like to see proper dirt. That's just me. But yeah, I'm probably going to get this one at the end of the year, just because it looked like the animal husbandry had been worked on more. The seasons look like the seasons are working better. So yeah, I'm probably going to get it. Me and my other half. I'm going to get 2 copies of it. and I'll get some, like me, my wife doing videos with it, and maybe pull in a few other people. Because once I get a multiplayer game of this running, I think, especially if I'm doing videos, I think I'm going to get people wanting to join me, which will be nice. So yeah, it's on the list of of a game that I'm going to get at the end of the year. Kind of look, I've never really looked forward to another farm simulator game, but I'm kind of looking forward to this one. I don't know, it's a bit odd that I'm actually looking forward to it. Just even if I can give them a bad review for not producing what I'm expecting. I know they're not going to get what I want. It just seems that they're never going to get to where I'd like them to be. So we're putting what, barley? No, wheat down, aren't we? We're putting another crop of wheat because I checked the pricing. The pricing looked like wheat's going to be best. I finally finished. Actually, let's check something here. Finally finished doing the. We've got this working right now. I think this is going in the right direction. Although, when this field's finished, that'll be back down here, and this one will be back up here. So we'll have to mess with it again. But it's looking better. Whether I get a decent amount of crop off of it this time round is dubious. But at least they're all in the green. This is just messed up. This is way too high. That's why I'm only putting nitrogen down, as we need that. I think for wheat we need 120, and this should come up enough for it to be in that range with a bit of luck. Yeah, I know. Yeah, exactly. That's it, Daz. That's exactly it. If the modders don't do anything about standing up for their own artwork, it is artwork. It's their product.
Yeah, I know. It's like when that bitch tried to steal my footage from the healing.
Yes, you actually did something about it. You went to YouTube and told them that she'd stolen your product, and they then have to hold their hands up and say, yeah, okay, we're going to block it. Right, but if the modders don't go to Giant and say, excuse me, have you actually asked me if you can use my stuff? But they might actually be getting backhanders. They might actually be getting paid for it from Giant. See, we don't know how that's working out. They may have sold it to them. Yeah, I could see it too. I could see him selling that mod to them. The amount of people's names that come up on that game, and the amount of company symbols that show up on it at the beginning, it's just, it could be any of those could have been modders. So my plan now is to finish doing this field with seed, grow this wheat through winter, because we are now in September, late September, so we're going to grow this through winter, and then actually I think I might have planted it a bit too early. Yeah, it might be a bit too early. It should have been what, November, October. Hang on, November, October. Wow. Hang on, it might be a bit too early, but anyway, gonna grow this, harvest this. Hopefully, it will give me enough money to buy. Hang on. hopefully it'll give me enough money to buy, I think it's 20, not 17, although it's close. We want this one. I want this one, but that's going to be 119.95. I'd like this one, but I might not be able to afford that and manage to get through another year. Having had to start all over, this is the second year we'll have put, being that this is a complete new start. Second crop going in on this. We've never bought any of these this time round, so none of these have been worked on. So it's going to be a toss-up between these two as my second field. Or should I go, let's see what this one, oh, we could go with that one. I mean, I hate that shape. I really hate that shape. It's that one. It's probably going to be doing that. Yeah. And we can't get that one yet. How much? What's my reputation with Harbour? Harbour. So I've got the reputation for that, right? It says requires 15 reputation. I must have that. Ah, well, that's 55. That's 1.8 acres. It's 4. Hang on. Why? Oh, that's sewerage. Okay. But that's better. That's 3 acres. Oh. That's what, 3.7, and that's 3. That only needs 15, and how much money do we need for that? 87. Huh. That might be a field to go for. That's not too far away. Let's quickly jump out of that. Let's go take a look at that field. That's a good thing. That's the other thing I'm liking about my second go around on this is the fact that I've now got 2 tractors instead of 1, and I've just drove down the wrong street. Let's take a shortcut across the grass. Yeah. Well, I'm driving a tractor. It goes anywhere.
It also wrecks the field.
Well, actually, I'm not supposed to do that because it's supposed to. They've actually put in mechanical damage to the vehicle. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah. So it costs. Driving across fields and crashing into things costs you dearly now.
Lovely.
If you want to keep the tractor maintained. Right. So there doesn't seem to be. Oh, there it is. I could have said there doesn't seem to be a road to this field, but that looks like there is a mud track. Right. Stop. I think it's this one, isn't it? It's this one. It's that one, isn't it? Let me check again. No, it's not that one. It's this one.
Make up your mind, which one is it?
Well, I'm trying to find the 30-acre one. I think it's this one. Oh, I like the look of this field. Yeah, 40. Yeah, exactly. 4 times 4. Yeah, I like the look of this. This is definitely going to be an easy field to do, being practically square. Only 22 Celsius. That's not warm. What's that equating to in Fahrenheit?
That's what I'm working on.
Yeah, I think that's my next field right here. That's all we need to make is 5,000 and a little extra. We're going to need a little extra because we're renting vehicles and renting everything to bring in the crops. We're going to need a little extra for all of that stuff. Actually, 66 Fahrenheit. Is that all? That's cold. That's not exactly warm. Okay, so that's not too far away. It's easy. It looks like it's an easy way to get to it is to come back out this way, I guess. Yeah, let's go in here. Let's see how much it's going to cost me to repair this freaking tractor if I need to. I think it's this one, right? This door. Yep. This is what's going to kill you. Right. It's at 93% care. In condition of 65%. Duration. Oh. I've had it. What? Oh, that's how long it's going to take to repair. And it's going to cost 7,000. That's ridiculous amount of money. Let's just go and park it up and jump back in with our worker. You can actually come and join me once I get the new one. Are you actually planning on getting the new farming simulator, Daz?
No more?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, the cost of it is yeah. It would be better if you could actually. Oh crap! I just disturbed him. It would be better if you could actually fix it, fix the tractor yourself. Because most farmers do a lot of their own stuff on these tractors, so it would have been better if you could have cut down the cost a little bit. This game's hard enough, being the way it is. It's hard enough to make money, in my opinion. As you can see, we've got one field, 2 tractors, one trailer, 1 cow feeding machine, a fork implement for the other tractor, and I think I bought the bucket and the forks. Oh, hang on, that's not the bucket. So hang on, we've got that. A weight for the front of this tractor. Forks, they don't belong to me. That and that. I don't even have a shovel. I don't have a bucket on it yet. Gonna need that. But that's right. I says I wasn't gonna buy it until I actually had the cows, didn't I? At the very first episode of this new season of this game. So until I get the cows, there wasn't any point in getting the bucket straight away. In fact, there was no point in getting any of this stuff until these 4 items here. There's no point until you actually get the cows. And then since we're not actually producing any maize yet, and our silos are empty, there's no point in getting any of that stuff yet. So this is kind of the start of me kicking up to getting cows. We need this wheat crop to give me. Let's check on the financial side of this. I need to work out. Right, let's see. We sold that wheat crop for 26,000. Right, so we'd need 5 of that. If we take 5 of that away for that 85,000 to get the field, so that would leave us with 21,000. Right, so 21,000. Then we have purchase of. Let's see. We had sales on. Hang on, we had some more sales, didn't we? Bales. There we go. Some more bales. So we had. If we take 5,000 off of that, leaving it 21,000. Add that 7 to that would make it 28,000. So we would have 28,000 left if we bought that extra field. Now let's see how much money we've spent out. We wouldn't need to buy any more of that this year, so that would be okay. We wouldn't need to buy any of that, I don't think, because we've got some of that. We might have to buy some of that. This we might not need to buy as much of, and same with that. So hang on. What else? We'd need to rent. Let's see, renting machinery. Come on, there's got to be vehicle purchases. This is difficult because it hasn't put in. It doesn't break this down enough for me. Because I've bought vehicles and I've rented vehicles. That is, yeah, this current year, 7 grand. That in itself. See, you purchase him, like, right, if I wanted him, I'd have to pay 1,824 for him to just start working for me, and then you're paying him. I think you'd be paying him that kind of wage, which is ridiculous. I think they really have got the finances in this game a bit. Well, hang on. Hang on. So we started out. That's just, and what we're at September. If we started. If we started at January, which I'm assuming it starts, I can't remember what month it starts at, so it's got to be 7th. So you're paying 7,000 a year. So I've got what was September, so January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. That's 9 months. 9 months. So if you think about it, really, if you paid someone in real life, you would be paying probably more than that, wouldn't you? You'd be paying them at what, about 20 grand a year? It should be. Let's check him out. Let's see. My staff. So I've had him 5 months. Wow, hang on. Okay, I've had him 5 months. So, and I'm paying him 1,455. Let me check that out. Thank you. Let me get my calculator out here. 1,455 times 5. Yep. That's my. What was that?
I have no clue, to be honest.
Yeah, it works out right. The calculations are working out right. 7,275. That's what it's costing me for 5 months. And he's a 1-star employee. Where did I have it? Where did I find him? Can't remember where I found him. My staff. Yeah, there he is. He's a 1-star employee, so like, yeah. It's kind of ridiculous, but anyway. So thinking about it, I should be able to afford. Oh yeah, I've got to equate his wages in, don't I? Maybe I should sack him over winter. He's as soon as this field's sown, mate, you're on your bike. Job centre's down road. There's no way I'm going to pay you for doing nothing. So, yeah, as soon as he's finished his field, I'm sacking him. And I'll just that might be a thing. That might be a thing. I might have to rent. Let me see. Let's see how I do that. Like we've got 1-star lend for. Is that? I don't know what this number means. Is that 1 hour? Is it hours or is it months? I'm not sure what that means. It doesn't say anything. It just allows me to slide it up and down. That doesn't give me. That's the other thing about this. I like this game. I don't want to buy shit. But that does need a bit more explanation of what does what.
He's on a better rate than you, LOL. Oh, Dad.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he probably is on a better rate than me.
I bet you that.
It's probably his mum's. So you could only employ him for 72 days?
Or 72 hours.
Or 72 hours.
What's the highest?
Why would I pay someone 4,328 for 72 hours?
Well, she's getting 1,464 per hour. What do you expect?
There's no,
or per day. No, that'd be per day.
Exactly.
So yeah, that makes sense. That's how many hours you want her to work.
Okay, so it's hourly rate. Alright. I guess that'll. Well, yeah, okay. I can work with that. If that's hourly rate, then once this guy's finished seeding this freaking field. But then again, that means I'm going to have to know how long it takes.
To do a field.
How long it takes for them to be able to do the task on this field.
You're saying is it real life hours? Or
No, it's in game hours. Game hours. So I'm going to have to watch when I start a field and do the field myself, driving up and down. I'm going to have to time, like take a note of what time I start in the game and then work out what time I finish so that I can work out how many hours it takes in game for me to do a field before I can employ somebody else to do it.
Get your notebook out.
I know I'm not too bad with numbers, as people know when they're watching my game. I've been able to work out how much I'm expecting to make off of a field and everything.
It's not that. You want to keep track of how many hours it takes them to do a field.
Yes, I need to figure out how long it takes for them to do this field. So what I might have to do is, once this field's finished and we start this process again, I might hire somebody for a month or so. We'll time and measure each one of these fields so that we get a time period of how long it takes these employees to do this field, and then we'll know exactly how long we rent them for. That's going to be a lot of work just to try and figure out how long these take to do these fields. Yeah, but then again, actually, I should be able to do that right now, because I rented the seeder and the hopper.
At the same time you hired them.
No, I rented these two implements for 5 hours. Right? So, and he's almost done on this field. He's well over a quarter. It's probably just coming up to over half of this field done.
And how many more hours do you have?
Let's see. I'm not sure what it's going to tell me. Right. So we have these 11:50. Right, 11:52. So, and it's 8:30 now in game. I'm trying to work this out. So 8, 9, 10, 11. Hang on, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's 3. So he's taken. Oh, Ed's about to explode now.
Okay, 8:30 in game.
Yeah.
You had him for 5 hours. When did you hire him?
Okay, that was 4 hours. That's 4 hours. So I bought it. I rented these. They're showing 2 different times. So the seeder I rented for 5 hours, which and the actual hopper I rented for 4 hours. So he's been going. He must have been going about an hour.
And he's done a quarter of the field.
Yeah.
So 4 hours he will be done.
Oh, easily. He should be able to do this field in 2 hours. So if I rent somebody for 3 hours,
If he's only done a quarter of the field in
it's
1
3
hour.
quarters. I said he was coming up to just doing over half of it.
Oh, okay. So yeah, 2 hours.
He should be able to finish this field in 2 hours.
Yeah.
So if I rent him for 3, just to make sure. He's getting the sack. Yeah. As soon as this field's finished seeding, he's gone down the road. He's getting his P45, and I'll direct him to the closest job centre. He's out of here. There's no way I'm going to be paying him over winter, because I need to save as much money as I can to buy that new field. And if I'm paying this guy $1,500 a month, by the time I get to harvesting this field, if he isn't working, which he ain't gonna be because we only have one field, so he's gonna be sitting around doing nothing because I don't have any cows. I don't require him to feed the cows, so he's just gonna be sitting around doing no, and I'm gonna be wasting cash. So he's definitely out of here as soon as this field is seeded. He's gone. I know that sounds brutal when you think about it, but if you're not making the farm money, then you're draining for the farm's money. So you're not actually doing anything beneficial for me. It's business, and you're down the road. I expect that's pretty much how most farms work. That it's basically if you're not. But then again, I had an issue with this game a few months ago, that this wasn't refreshing. This is the most employees I've seen since I started playing this. And why is it giving me, that's another thing, why is it giving me the option of full-time, a tab here for full-time, if it's not going to give me part-time? That's making no sense too. I would love to be able to say, right, I'm going to have you for part-time, you're going to work for me for this length of time, and then you're gone. That would make more sense. Now, if it had multiplayer, like me, could pay a rate for doing a job, yeah, believe me, mate, I would love it if this game was multiplayer. That's also probably the only reason why I'm considering getting 22. I do have 19. No, not 19. 17? We have 17? Yeah. Yeah. No. Well, 17 compared to 19 will look. Well, that could be a. We could try it at some point. I don't have that downloaded either. We could have a look at it. People are more interested in 19 than they are of 17. No, but the viewers are. Well, yeah, we could do that. We could try it out and see how we go. Yeah, we could play around with that together. I haven't played 17 for a long time. But yeah, that's the reason I'm probably going to get 22, is because me and my wife and friends and people that enjoy farming together, we can do some farming together, I guess. I do enjoy doing this. I would enjoy this game a lot more if I could do it with other people, because it would give it a little bit more atmosphere than it currently has. Having my wife or somebody in here doing a different field or doing a different job or just putting around doing stuff would be a more interesting, and make it a more interesting game. Lots of XP. Delete that. So yeah, let's check this field now, because like I want to check out. That's going up too high.
We've got Farmston 15, Farm Expert 2016, and Farmston 17.
Farmston 17, that'll be the one that you install. I've got 17. We'd have to download a few mods as well just to make it a bit more interesting. Because 17, you have to, for 17 to look like 19, you'd need to download at least Seasons mod and a couple of others, but you can't make 17 into 19 because it did some stuff that the modders didn't do. In 19 you can actually physically put down farm buildings. They made it so that you could buy a plot of land, just a plot of land, and then you put down your farmhouse and stuff like that. I liked that idea. That idea was brilliant. They're focusing on stuff that I would have preferred them to focus on something differently, engine wise. Build a new engine for your game, create a land that's dynamic, and then put all the fancy stuff in. Yes, it says on Chillington, you, me, and your wife could have our own farms. Because on 19 you just buy a plot of land and you just drop your farm down, and that means anybody could pick up a piece of land and just make a new farm. But I'm not going to go and get 19 now, it's pointless. I will just wait for 22 to come out at the end of the year and just get that and just completely skip 19. It's going to be good, I think, to get another version of it. I'll probably dust off 17 and have a mess around with that, but it's not going to be as good as this year's version. Although actually, I think I've got I've got the original. I think I bought 8. I think it came out in 2013. No, 12. Hang on. I can't remember when the original came out. The original was so different compared to how it looks now. It was so different. Oh yeah, 2022 is going to be another. It'll be 19 with extras. It always is. What extras they're going to bring in, they haven't really said, but I think the polishing. Right, looks at that trailer that I saw. They're going to polish up the seasons. The seasons are going to look a bit better. Which that'll be nice. The ground, like I said, looks flat as ever from the screenshots I've seen. The tractor's definitely not like. Let's see. If I come down to this level, you can see that this tractor's actually showing weight on this ground. If I did this in 19 or even 22, I know for a fact you're not going to see these ruts here. This texturing, if I come this low, you can see that there's a distinct rut texture there. There's not going to be none of that on this new version, I don't think. And that's the issue I have. The tractor's just floating above the land. It's not even impacting it. It's just driving along a flat plane, which isn't real. It just isn't. The tractor would make the weight of these things, and especially some of those freaking tractors that they've got in that game, they are huge. They would make huge impact on the ground, especially after you've just ploughed it. The ground will be too soft. You would see that. What's up? Oh. Okay.
Multinational supermarket chain are looking for order pickers to join their company on a long-term basis with new meat trucks available.
Okay.
5 days a week, 5 p.m. to 12 a.m., 8 p.m. to 3 a.m., or 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. But that would leave you days free.
That's nice, isn't it?
$11.48 per hour.
It's because it's nice.
Plus, you wouldn't have to deal with the fucking heat.
Right, and apart from the fact that I would come home so knackered that I would sleep half the day. Just let me do this and then we'll talk. $1 million? I don't know what the costs. Like I say, I haven't played. I haven't got 19, so I don't know what the costs are going to be like for buying vehicles and farmland and buildings and things like that. So I'd have to look at it when we get 22 at the end of the year. I'll probably do one video straight away as soon as I get it. Because what I'm going to do when I buy it, I'm just not going to do anything with it. Like usually I'll download it and I'm boom straight in. But I'm going to buy 2 copies, and then my first video will be me just launching it straight from the beginning without even looking at it, and I'm just going to go through the game brand new without seeing it firsthand and give you my straight opinion of how it looks. Not a review as such, because it's just going to be pointless, because the freaking giant don't listen anyway. They don't.
I know. I'm not saying a word, am I?
They don't listen anyway, so there's no point in giving it a review. I'm just going to give you my opinion of whether it's going to be a game worth spending your money on. And it'll be fresh out the box. I don't think there'll be many mods straight away for it. It'll be a while before they get the modders get their hands on it, unless Giant actually give the modders a heads up earlier in the year. Maybe they'll give them a couple of months before everybody else gets it. Yes, that's the mod that I'll be getting if it does. If they repackage that mod to make it so that it ploughs the ground properly. But I'd also want it to look. I'd need that actual plough package would have to have this impact on the ground. You see it, you can see it from that position. You can see that that tractor's creating 2 ruts in the ground. It'd have to have that for me to be happy with it, I think. But we'd have to see how that goes when it comes out.